Hello everybody, this is a short video showing you how to use an alternative scheduling tool. This is an Excel version of the rates. It's a list of the rates with a quick calculator which will allow us to create a schedule. The various uplifts have been built in to the calculator itself. Is to be only used for the URS. There isn't at the moment an RSA version. We could create one if we needed to. There are two tabs. There is a list of the rates there. I've removed the rates that we generally do not use. Can you not alter the filter here? So these filters have been set to display those rates that we would commonly use. There is no sort of categories as such, but you can see your back codes at the beginning, so it's done alphabetically. And if we scroll down, you've got your carpentry code, etc. This is just for reference purposes. You don't actually use this to create the schedule, although you could copy and paste the code from here into the actual calculator tool. If we scroll right to the bottom, there are a small number of rates that start OT. Don't use those rates. Unfortunately, we were unable to remove these from the calculator. So if we go to the quick calculator itself, quite simple. First of all, we put the outer postcode. So you can see here there's FY1, but we can change that. So let's make it DG11. Quite straightforward. Over here in the light blue, this should always be property. It's set up for property, so it should work, but you need to make sure that is set up for property. We've then got here our luxury and complexity factor. So there we are. That is our complexity factor that you can change it to detailed or complex if you wanted to, and that is our luxury factors as well. And again, I'm just going to leave it as standard. To add an item is relatively straightforward. You'll have to bear with me. I'm trying to lean over an iPad whilst doing this. So you need to type in the full code of the item that you want. So let's type in DEC 010. You do need to put the full code in, prefix 00. You then press the return button, and you can see there it gives you the description, emulsion paint. It comes up with the meter squared and the base rate value. You then need to put in the quantity of painting that you're doing. So let's say it's 10 and then press return. And you can see there it automatically calculates £66.70. Again, if we wanted to, say, add an enabling item, so let's add ENA 100, which is our access tower. Schoolboy error, you need to add the 00 ENA 100. There, press the return button again. There, you would need to change the quantities. You can see this is a numbered item here, so let's change the quantity to 1. And again, it calculates it across there for you. If you wanted to add a star item, then in the code box, you would type the word star there, press return, and then you can see it comes there in yellow. Put in whatever your star item is. So let's put ornate light, and then you'd put your usual validation, your unit of measure. So numbered item, because it's an NR, okay, it's a numbered item, you could put meter squared or meter, and then the value of the item. So let's say the value is going to be, let's say it's going to be £100. Okay, so we would put £100 in that box there. And then the quantity, you would put 1 there, and you can see it's automatically added the uplift of £125.28. Your scheduled total there is £430.17, and you can continue to add items as you see fit. There isn't any provision to put your room dimensions, so your quantities would be based on your own assessment, on your own measurements. It is simply a way of adding line items to a tool, adding in the appropriate uplifts and coming up with an appropriate total. If you want to save and export the schedule, if you go to this tab here and you press right click, it allows you to move or copy just that particular page. So we go to move or copy there, and then if we click on that, we want to create a new book there, and then we want to create a copy, and then we press OK. This will create a copy of that particular tool there. You could then rename that particular schedule with the reference number, and then we could email it to the PMA or import it into Darwin. We've then got the master version that we can use to create our next scope. I hope this is relatively straightforward. Obviously, if you do need any help, if we do need to deploy this tool, if you do need help, then you can always give us a call or send us a note via email or Teams. Thank you.